Cześć, tutaj Moni and welcome to Learn Polish with Advance. Finally, our last lesson on the locative case, and today we're looking at masculine and neuter nouns in locative, those nouns ending O. Okay, and straight away let me tell you that let me explain that these nouns, these words here are not your new vocabulary. These words are here just to demonstrate the locative case, the usage of it, but I will give you a new vocabulary next weekend, some pieces of furniture, a desk, a shelf, a table, for instance, a bookshelf, that we will practice the locative case with, and these will be the vocabulary I would like you to learn. This is not, so just don't worry about these new words. Of course, I'm going to explain what they mean, and I've got some illustration here for you to just get yourself familiar with, but don't learn it, don't worry about this, okay? So masculine and neuter noun, little revision. We know that masculine and neuter noun can have the ending a. And this is the situation of our best friends, okay? Best friends must not pick a skin with zits. If we've got this kind of consonants before the letter o or or en when it comes to neuter nouns, right? We know that we need to look at those consonants to make the ending a. When it comes to masculine nouns, right, we know that we just need to add the a. There will be a softening there, sorted. But what if we've got different consonants, that those b, f, m, and right? What if? So what happens, right? This is the list of consonants that will cause our noun to have the ending o. So let's look at the word kiosk. Kiosk ends with a K letter. Yeah, our K letter is on the list. You know that you have to give the word ending u because the letter K causes it. Kiosku will be our ending in the locative case. Rynek. Now, you may remember the word dziadek, grandpa, and Omarek, the Polish name for a man, masculine name. Do you remember what happens with those names, right? We've got the reduction of the letter e there, right? Dziadek, dziadka, Marek, Marka. This happens also in the locative case. We reduce this letter e, right? We drop it entirely, and we have rynku. That's our version of these words ending ek. So we have ek to ku, right? Ek, ku. Rynek is a main square or a square somewhere in a city or a town. So rynek, rynku, right? Targ is a market or a marketplace. So targ, right? Targu. Okay, so again, u. Dach is a word for a roof in Polish. Dach, so dachu, right? Kosz, koszu, and kosz is a bin. Kosz, koszu, right? Płaszcz is a coat, so our ch is here, so płaszcz, coat, płaszczu, right? Żołnierz is a soldier, so żołnierzu. And you know that the letter R can be spelled in Polish RZ or the Z dot. This is the same sound, just spelled differently, right? R and the R. This is exactly the same. You can see it here exactly in this word, żołnierz, right? Żołnierz. So a soldier. Żołnierzu is the ending for this word in locative case. Pieniądz. Pieniądz is money. Money in Polish is singular and plural. We've got a plural version of this word. So pieniądz is singular, as in one coin or one note of some kind of currency. Pieniądz. pieniądzu, right? Pieniądzu. Now, do you remember what I said about those accented consonants in the feminine when it came to feminine nouns? Do you remember what we were doing? We were changing the accent and making it a letter. It's exactly the same case when it comes to masculine and neuter nouns. Łososiu. What's going to happen now? This accent will become the letter I, and then we will give the ending U, simply because this is a soft consonant, she. So this will become our letter I. Łosoś, łososiu. Simply, we have to do this, just a reminder, because we cannot have the accented consonant and then the vowel after that. This is incorrect in Polish. We have to, when we've got the accented consonant and we wanted to add the vowel, we have to take this accent and make it the letter I. So łososiu. Let me type it for you. Here it is. Łososiu. So my point is, you cannot have this in Polish. Łososiu. You cannot have that. Okay, let me just demonstrate it better. You cannot have the accented consonant and then the vowel after that. Okay, it's okay to have the vowel before the accented consonant, the consonant and the accent, the soft consonant in other words, but you cannot have that spelling. Basically, because the vowel comes after that accented consonant, this accent becomes I. So as this is the case. Okay. Łososiu is done. Łosoś, łososiu. What do you think? Oh, sorry, that's a salmon. I forgot to mention that's the word for a salmon. So łosoś, salmon. It's here. Now, gość is a guest. So gość. What do you think will happen with the C accent? The same situation. Gościu. Let me copy this for you and type this. I'm sorry that it's all over the place. Gościu, right? So gościu here. Okay? Gościu. Koń is a horse. Think about what's going to happen with this accented consonant. Koniu, right? So as we cannot have this, right? I said we cannot have that situation. We have to do this. Right? Koniu, o koniu, about a horse. Myślę o koniu. I'm thinking about a horse. Koniu. Okay, now łóżko, a bed. Łóżko, this word will be one that you will learn next week, but you already have the opportunity to learn it today. So łóżko, look, this is now a neuter a noun. Drop o. You know that in locative we have to look for those vowels to drop them and see what consonant ends the actual noun. So k, again, as it's łóżko, drop o, k, łóżku, right? This becomes sort of this situation here then, right? Because we've got the K letter, łóżku, right? So about a bed, o łóżku. Pole is a field, pole. This word is actually the reason our country is called Polska, a country of people or the land of people from fields. So pole, Polska, right? Pole, if you drop e, right, you've got l. So polu or polu, about a field, or polu, right? Cot is a blanket. We could argue this is a blanket, couldn't we? So, o kocu, yes, this is our t here. Oleju, or oleju, about an oil or olive. Well, oil, oliva is a olive, so oil. Oleju. I haven't given you all the words ending. We don't have a word ending j here. We do have some, but this is just the rough idea about those nouns, masculine and neuter nouns ending o. So we're going to practice next time. What I would recommend you to do is to write these endings, and or even somehow print it out if you can. I'm I think I've been slacking a little bit and haven't given you the mind maps for each lesson. I'm going to improve on that. I'm going to upload the missing mind maps so that you can print them if you want to. Just write down the consonants that would cause this ending to happen in locative, or remember that these that masculine and neuter nouns can have the ending "o", but also ending "a", right? And you may remember when they have the ending "a", when we've got our best friends situation. So consonant B, F, M, N, P, S, W, Z, right? So these consonants would cause the ending "a" and softening "ear", right? Sophia, we said Sophia, right? About a sofa or Sophia. Oh, that's actually a feminine noun. Crab, a crab, right? As in creature, sea creature, crab, or crabie, right? So this is a good example. Best friends were crabie, but rock, a year, roku, right? So remember that masculine nouns can have either e or u. Feminine nouns e, or e, and neuter nouns share the same endings with masculine, so o. In other words, it doesn't really matter, as you can see, whether the word is masculine or neuter, because you will be dropping the last vowel anyway and looking at the ending. So if you kind of know that this is neuter or masculine, you know that the ending is either a or o. If it's not the best friends, then the ending will be o. When it comes to feminine nouns, situation is a little bit more complicated. We've got and e, so you have to be a little bit more detailed when it comes to ending, but it's all absolutely possible to grasp and apply. Okay, I think that will do for today. It's a late lesson, so I apologize for posting it a little bit later today. And next week we are going to take all those examples, masculine nouns, feminine nouns, and neuter nouns, and apply the case. We will be looking, a locative case, we will be looking at different things placed in a different parts of the room, and applying locative case. So lots and lots of practice next week. Thank you very much for today. Thank you for your comments, very kind comments, and I will see you next week. Do zobaczenia. Bye.